Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha, Asmat Parama Gurubhyo Namaha, Asmat Sarva Gurubhyo Namaha. So today we're going to continue on with our discussion about Vishwaksena Puja, and this is part 2. Okay, so we were discussing the Vishwaksena Puja video that I have of Raman Bhatta in Hyderabad, and I can just share that screen again with everyone with the sound, and we'll continue on from where we left off. We had some discussion yesterday, and we started off with we got through the first 8 seconds. He started off with some preliminaries, and then the first mantra that he chanted was this Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum mantra, and we discussed that prayer yesterday. Let's see what happens next. There's the second mantra. That is Yasya Dviradavakradyaha Parisadya Parasadam Vignam Nigganti Saratam Vishwaksenam Namasvaye. Okay? It can also say Vishwaksenam Namami Aham. Yeah? My teacher, Vasudeva Bhattacharya, who was the professor of Pancharatra Agama at the Sanskrit College, Maharaja Sanskrit College in Mysore, right? He used to use this one only for Vishwaksena Dhyanam, for the prayer to Vishwaksena before the puja and the prayer to Vishwaksena at the end of the puja. So he will say, Yasya Dvira Davakradyaha Parisadya Parasatam Vignam Nigganti Satatam Vishwaksenam Tamashraye. Tamashraye means Ashraya means I surrender unto you. I take shelter of you, O Vishwaksena. Mm-hmm. Yeah? At the end, he will say, Yasya Dviradavakradyaha Harisadya Parasatam Vignam Nigganti Satatam Vishwaksenam Namami Aham. I offer my obeisances unto you. I took shelter of you, you got rid of the obstacles, and now I'm offering my obeisances to you. So these two forms of this very short mantra can be used for the dhyanam and the namaskaram. We know that there are different upacharas, there are different services that we offer to the deity. Each deity, any deity, when we do the puja, is normally called Shodasha Upachara. Shodasha Upachara means, Dasha means 10, Shodasha means 16, Upacharas means services. So Shodasha Upachara is the normal amount of services that we offer in any puja to the deity. It includes a dhyanam, meditation in the beginning, right? And the meditation is important because we're going to do avahanam. Avahanam means it's another service, calling the deity to come and be present. Now, specifically in these small pujas, we don't do a more complex prana pratishta for the deity when the deity comes. But we just simply call the deity, and at the end we do what is called visarjanam, or valediction. We send the deity away. In other words, we're taking some time. That deity, we're asking him to come, and we're going to get him or her. We're asking them to come, and we will offer them worship. And then at a certain time, we let them go free again. It's like a meeting. We say, okay, we want you to come and be present for the meeting. And then at the end of the meeting, you can go away. You can go back to your own abode and do whatever, like that. So this is called Visarjanam. Visarjanam, also in English, we call it valediction. Valediction means sending somebody away after thanking them nicely, giving them some dakshina, or giving them some reward for coming, and sending them away, right? So valediction. So in the beginning of a puja, we have this dhyanam, meditation on the deity, and avahanam, calling the deity to come, and then at the end, valediction or visarjanam, like that. Now, sometimes in Vaisnava puja, we don't do the valediction. In Smarta puja, they always call the deity, and at the end, they always send the deity away. In Sri Vaishnava puja, they'll do this they'll say, Savyam param prasarya shritadritram dakshinam kunchayitva janunyadaya savye taramitarabjam nagaboge nijaya paschadbahu dvayena patibada shamane darayan shankachakre devi bhushari jushto janati jagatam shama vaikuntanataha. Have a meditation on Vaikuntanatha, like that. They will chant a prayer. They'll chant a prayer. They'll chant a prayer and they'll meditate upon the Lord, and they'll meditate upon the Lord surrounded by all of his retinue, right? His followers and his servants and his consorts and everything. And then they'll say, okay, please, Lord, you're being served by your eternal servants. Now, we offer obeisances to all those eternal servants, and we ask them to take a break and let us serve you. So you come here and we'll serve you. And then at the end of the puja, we say you can go back and be served by your eternal servants again. So the Lord is on loan to us for the puja. We're offering puja to him, and then we're sending him back, like that. I'm forgetting the actual mantra that we say. Anyway, if it comes to me, I'll say it. All right. So here we have this first mantra. Let's see if we can find this mantra in the Vishwaksena Puja somewhere. I have a Vishwaksena Puja, which I'm going to share on the screen. Here we have Vishwaksena Puja. If we look at the end, here we are. Okay. I'm highlighting the mantra that he was using, right? In the beginning. So, again, Om Yasya Dvirada Vaktradya Hari Sadhya Parashatam Vignam Nignanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamashraye. And actually, I want to highlight the word Vishwaksena here. It may be very small for you on your screen. Maybe I can make it bigger. Yeah, is that better?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm sorry. I'm making it a little bit bigger here. Right, here we have the mantra. Right? Yasya Dvirava Bhaktradyaha Parisadya Parasadam Vignam Nignanti Sadatam Vishvaksenam Tamashraye. I wanted to highlight the word Vishvaksena. Who knows who is Vishvaksena? Vishvaksena is the commander-in-chief of Lord Vishnu's army. Now, Sri Vaishnavas will always prefer to worship Vishvaksena to get rid of obstacles than to worship Ganesh, because in Sri Vaishnavism, Ganesh is called an Anya Devata. Anya means another god. We don't want to worship any other god. We only worship Sriman Narayana and his consorts and his specific servants in Vaikuntha. Similarly, some Gaudiya Vaishnavas who follow the text Satkriya Sargdeepika, which is a disputed text supposedly by the original Gopal Bhatta Goswami, but we have some doubts about that. Anyhow, in that beginning of that work, it also says instead of worshipping Ganesha, one should worship Vishvaksena to get rid of obstacles. And so they are also liking to do the Vishvaksena Puja. That's why we're talking about Vishvaksena Puja, and it is a paradigm. It is an example of all pujas, the way that we perform it. So this is the dhyana mantra, or the meditation mantra, that is used by most people. Okay, but I also want to highlight this Vishvaksena. Here we have this S in Vishvaksena, the S with an acute accent, which is the palatal S, like in Shankara. But we can also have the S with the dot underneath it, the cerebral S, right? And here we have this S, right? But this S actually should not have a dot at all. So I'm going to share with you the Sanskrit dictionary. Here's the Sanskrit dictionary. So if we write in, if we write in this Vishvaksena, we have with the S with the acute accent and no dot under the S here. That is how the person who has written the Rama Ramanujacharya has written that prayoga, that procedure for Vishvaksena Puja, and he's used this spelling with the S with the acute accent, the palatal S. However, if we look in the dictionary, we see it says WR for Vish with a dot under it. Vishvaksena with a dot under it, right? Right? So what WR means in the dictionary means wrong reading. Wrong reading. I want to highlight this, okay? So you will find some people, they write Vishvaksena with this acute accent, but the actual correct reading, and I'm going to write in the correct way. The correct way is like this, with this type of an S with a dot under it, where the arrow is, and it says the third meaning is an attendant of Vishnu, an attendant of Vishnu, right? So this is the actual correct in the dictionary word. So when you're writing out a prayoga, if you want to be absolutely correct, you should use the dot under the S, and the second S should have no diacritic. Okay, just thought I'd point that out. Right? Sometimes you will see people use the S with the acute accent, and sometimes you won't. So now we're going to go back to the prayoga. You may think that I'm a bit of a stickler for details here, but anyway, that's a detail. Okay. So here, as I said, this would be used for the dhyana mantra in the beginning. Om yasya dvira vaktratyaha parisadya parasadam vignam nigganti saratam vishvaksenam tamashraye. Tamashraye means tamashraya means I take shelter of you. I take shelter of you. So it should normally we say tamashraye at the beginning. Here, Ramanujacharya has put it at the end. That's okay. That's also okay, right? Because we can, before someone leaves, we can say, Swami, I take shelter of you. But normally when someone comes, we take shelter of them, and that when they leave, we could say, I offer my obeisances to you in the beginning and take shelter of you at the end. We could do it the other way around too. Anyway, there are two readings for this verse. You can use the same reading in the beginning and the end, or you can use one reading in the beginning and one reading at the end, either one. So you understand? So there'd be different ways you could do this. So at the end, when we're doing Namaskaram of Vishvaksena, we can say, Om yasya dvira vaktratyaha parisadya parasiram vignam nigganti saratam Vishvaksenam tamasraye. We can use that at the beginning and at the end. Or we can use another one. We can say, Om yasya dvira vaktratyaha parisadya parasiram vignam nigganti saratam Vishvaksenam namami aham. Namami aham. I offer my obeisance to you. We can use that in the beginning or the end, right? Or we can use one of them in the beginning and one of them in the end. Either one. Okay? All of those are completely acceptable. These are different variants. You got to understand that in puja, every person is going to do their puja a little bit differently. And it's like cooking. And somebody's cooking tastes a little bit like this, and some people put a little bit more salt. Some people put a little bit more ghee. It's going to be slightly different flavor. And it's an art form and not necessarily a complete science. There are some rules, of course. We have to stay within the boundaries of the rules. But within that, we can create our own procedure in puja, and we can share it with other people. In the beginning, we take other people's procedures, which they've made, and we can follow them. When we understand more about it, we can adapt them to our situation, or we can even write our own procedure along using bona fide rules, and within those rules we have so many variations, which is like an artistic license. So if we go up here, we will see that in the Vishvaksena Puja, Raman Bhatta, he standard out Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha means, or Om Gurubhyo Namaha, Gurubhyo is plural of guru, right? The way we decline, we add the endings of a noun. Declination means adding endings to the noun. In Sanskrit, there are singular, dual, and plural endings for nouns, right? Dual means two. So guru means one guru, then two gurus, dual gurus. Three or more gurus is plural, okay? So the word guru, guravaha. So guru, guravaha, gurum, gurun, guruna, gurubhyam, gurubihi, gurave. We know this word gurave. Some people say, I'm gurave namaha, right? Unto guru. That is one guru. Gurave is the fourth case, or the dative case. Unto that guru. Unto one guru. Gurave. If I say to a guru, to one guru, it's gurave. Gurubhyam. Gurubhyam is two gurus, right? Just like we have the Radha Krishna Mula Mantra, Radha Krishna Bhyam, Sita Rama Bhyam, right? There's two. There's Radha Krishna, there's Sita Ram. So Rama Bhyam, Sita Rama Bhyam, Radha Krishna Bhyam. It means there's two. I'm offering to two. If I'm offering to more than two, right? If I say Lalita Vishaka Radha Krishna Bhyo, that means more than two. There's Lalita Vishaka, Krishna, and Radha, right? Okay. Or Sri Sita Lakshmana Bharata Satrugna Hanumat Sameta Sri Ramachandra Bhyo, right? Namaha. That will be more than two people. Sita, Lakshmana, Bharata, Satrugna, Hanuman, and Rama. Yes? Okay, so that's plural. So with guru, gurave, to one guru. Gurubhyam, to two gurus. Gurubhyaha. Gurubhyaha means to more than two gurus. Now, Gurubhyaha, Raman Bhatta in the beginning, he says, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. So Shri we understand. You can say Shri, you can say Om. Gurubhyo is Gurubhyaha. When Namaha comes after it, you have to change the aha to O. That is a sandhi, that's a technical rule. All you have to remember is Shri Gurubhyo Namaha means to all the gurus, to all my teachers. Obeisances to all my teachers. So he always starts with this. Everybody starts with remembering the guru, remembering their teachers. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Right? Then Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari means unto Lord Hari. Om means oh my Lord. Oh my Lord Hari. Hari Om means oh my Lord Hari. Okay? The syllable Om should be held for three mantras. So it should not be just Om, Hari Om. It should be Hari Om. And we count the mantras by slapping the knee 3 times. That is, a mantra is the time we take to slap the knee 1 time. Or we can clap. So Hari Om, Hari Om, however long, right? So Om is a slightly extended syllable. Sometimes you'll see in Sanskrit, it's written O, 3, M. The M is actually an Anushwara, so you'll see a dot either on top of the M or below the M in diacritics. So O, 3, M with a dot is Om. It's O, 3, because the O is held for 3. O is actually a diphthong. It's a mixture of A and U, right? It's a mixture of A and U. So the pure vowels are A and U. Put them together, you get O, just like we had this guru. Anyway, you put the A and U together, you get O. So normally we write it as O, but if we dissect the O, inside the O is an A and a U. So that's why in the Upanishads it says, Akara, Ukara, Makara, Iti. Akara, Ukara, Makara, Iti. Akara means A. Ukara means U. Makara means Ma. That makes Om. A, U, Ma. When we put the A and the U together, they become O. So, Om. Om. Like that. That is Om. That is Om. That is also called Pranava. The word Kara means, when we say a letter, we usually say Kara. If I say Kakara, it means Ka, the letter Ka. Kakara means the letter Ka. Kara just means sign. It also means hand. Okay. All right. So when we say akara, it means a. Kakara means ka. Ukara means u. Makara means ma. So, okay, om. So, harihi om. Yeah. Then we chant this mantra. Shuklam Baradaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Yayet Sarvavigno Pasantaye. After that, he is going to specifically for Vishvaksena Puja do a dhyanam. Now here in the Prayoga, we notice that there is a sankalpa in between. Normally we start any puja with what? The preliminaries are Achmana, Pranayamaha, and Sankalpa. We will go into we'll have some special classes about Achmana, Pranayama, and Sankalpa because they can be done in different ways. Let us just look at the Sankalpa here and let's just go through. This is a very simple Sankalpa, right? He may do it just afterwards. So we will hear it in the video, but let's see what the written Sankalpa is first, and then look at the Dhyana mantra for meditating on Vishvaksena. Then we'll go back to the video and see how Raman Bhatta does it. The Sankalpa, which means the vow, it's a declaration, an external declaration. We usually hold the right hand on top of the left hand at angles, not like this, but at right angles on top of the left hand, and place that on top of the right knee. That is called a Sankalpa Mudra, right? And that is the Sankalpa Mudra. Sometimes people put some flowers in, akshara means rice, colored rice inside also. And then afterwards they deposit it at the feet of the deity or the pot or whatever they're doing, or they just put it on the floor and they put some water, take some water in an Udarani spoon from the Panchapatra and place and put it through the palm of the right hand, running out from the Deva Tirtha onto the floor or into a little plate to catch it. If you're doing Sandhya Vandana and you're doing Sankalpas in Sandhya Vandana and you're inside, you don't want to get water all over the floor, so you have a plate and you pour the water through your hand through the Deva Tirtha for the Sankalpa, Okay, onto the floor. Okay, so now let's look at this Sankalpa declaration. Again, we have this Hari Om, right? Now he didn't write in here with the Om, the letter Om. He did not write in between the O and the M a 3, but you could write a 3 in between the O. And that would indicate to the person that we want you to chant the Om a little bit longer than the other letters. Yeah? Okay. Then we have Om Tat Sada. Right? Now notice in Tat Sada, for pronunciation, each of these words, Tat means that or him, and Sada means eternal. Right? So this letter T is specially pronounced in Sanskrit when it comes at the end of a word and does not have anything following it. Okay, so we say Hari Om Tata Sata, right? Tata Sata, right? It's like there's a very short E after it. Om Tata Sata, like that. Om Tata Sata, right? Then he has not put a Shri in between Sat and Govinda, but you can say Shri. Then Govinda is done 3 times. The word Govinda, the name Govinda is given 3 times. Now this is normally in a Sri Vaishnava, South Indian Sankalpa. We'll go completely into the whole idea of different types of Sankalpas in a different class, okay? But in this particular Sankalpa, because it's being done Sri Vaishnava style, he's putting Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. And the way he does it is by putting an X and 3. So Govinda times 3, right? So that should be understood. It's not that we say Govinda X3. We don't say Govinda X3. We say Govinda, Govinda, Govinda 3 times, okay? So, there could be some reason for saying Govinda 3 times. We'll talk about that some other time. Okay, then the words in this particular Sankalpa Say Bhagavad Agyaya means according to the, Bhagavad means the Lord, according to the Agyaya of the Lord. Agyaya means the order. Bhagavad Prityatam, and for pleasing the Lord. Sometimes when people say say it slowly, when they say Prityatam slowly, they break it up into two words. It is Priti Artam, right? The goal or the Artam is Priti, to please the Lord. So they may say, Hari Om Tatsara, Govinda Govinda Govinda, Bhagavad Agyaya, Bhagavad Priti Artam, like that. Or better is when when we say it in normal speech and we don't say it very slowly, we will say Bhagavad Prityatam, Bhagavad Prityatam, right? In one word. Karisyamanasya. He's put here Karisyamana Asya. But mostly people say Karisyamanasya. They take this A and this A and put them together and put a line on top, make it into a long A, right? This is another, what we call sandhi, or rule of joining in Sanskrit. So you get Karisyamanasya. So this is what we're going to be doing, right? This is what we will do. Karishyamana means what we will do. Asya, this, right? Vagdanam, right? Vagdanam. Now this Vagdanam, you can insert whatever karma you are doing, whatever puja you are doing in this place. In this particular sankalpa, he is saying Vagdanam. Vagdanam means a betrothal ceremony, where somebody becomes, where the two the people who are going to get married become fiancés, right? Their engagement party, right? Vagdanam means what? Vag means speech. Okay, it means, in this sense, it means a promise, right? And dana means giving. So what is given is the father of the bride promises to give the girl to the groom, right? There's a father, there's a boy and he has a father, and there's a girl and she has a father, and the father promises at the betrothal to give the girl to the boy, right? Later on in the marriage ceremony, it's called Kanyadanam. Kanyadanam means giving the girl. He's going to give the girl away. Young girl is Kanya. Okay? So here it says Vagdanam. Okay? This particular one says Vagdanam. So this ceremony of Vishvaksena is a preliminary to get rid of obstacles. Puja to get rid of obstacles at a Vagdanam. Right? You can take the Vagdanam out and you can make your own. You can put in whatever thing. I would prefer if I put a particular, if I made this a pure example, I would take that out and I would put the word amuka, which means dash. Amuka means whatever, such and such, such and such, such and such karmani. Karmani means actions, okay? Right? Such and such actions. So the action of, what are the actions that we're doing this sankalpa for? The actions of Vagdanam, the actions of betrothal, right? Becoming a fiance, the engagement party, yeah? Engagement ceremony, where the father gives away the bride. He promises to give away the bride. He hasn't actually given her away. So he's not giving the bride, otherwise it would, and in the marriage he has to say Kanyadanam, right? But here he's only saying Vagdanam, I give you my word. I give you my promise. Okay, that's all. He's given the promise so far. We'll see if everything works out, then he'll actually give the bride. Okay, away. Okay, Tarangatwaina. Tarangatwaina is the next thing that is said. Tarangatwaina means that this is a part of the ceremony. It's an anga of the ceremony. Anga means a limb. So when we have a whole body, the whole body has many limbs. So when we have a whole ceremony, the whole ceremony has many limbs also, has many small parts to it. So there may be one big sankalpa at the beginning, according to whichever way you want to do it. If you want to do some ceremony and do all the sankalpa at the beginning, you can. Or you can do big sankalpa at the beginning, of the main parts, and you can say, you can add on to that sankalpa, tarangatvena. I'm also going to do this. I'm also going to do that, which is a preliminary. So I'm also going to do Vishvaksena Puja. I'm also going to do Punyahavachanam. I'm also going to do Nandi Shraddha. I'm also going to do Bhuta Shuddhi. I'm also going to do whatever you're going to do. In addition to the main puja, you say tarangatvena. By this limb, that thing, by this limb, by this portion, I'm going to do that. Now we come to the viniyoga, or the purpose of this particular puja. The purpose of this particular puja, the artham, or the goal, is samaptihi, to get, right? Parisamaptihi, to obtain nirvigna. To obtain nirvigna. Nirvigna means what? Vigna means obstacles. Nirvigna is what we want. Just like sometimes people say, the Lord is nirguna. The Mayavadis will say the Lord is nirguna. Nirguna, guna, nir means without. So guna means qualities. So the Mayavadis say the Lord is without any qualities. He's impersonal. The Vaishnavas say nirguna means he's without any bad qualities. He has only auspicious qualities. So he is nirguna. He's without the bad qualities. So here, vigna is a bad thing. Vigna is a bad thing. Obstacles are a bad thing. If they keep happening obstacles in the marriage, or obstacles in the betrothal ceremony, or the engagement ceremony, or obstacles in any puja, is bad. So that is why we worship Vishvaksena, and that is why we worship Lord Ganesh, is in order to get rid of obstacles. Even Ganesh has one name called Vigneshwara. He is the Lord of, literally meaning, Ishvara means the Lord of, right, or the God of, Lord of Vignas, obstacles. He's the Lord of obstacles. So somebody may say, well, he's the Lord of obstacles. Why do we want obstacles? We don't want obstacles. We want to get in touch with the Lord of obstacles and say, can you please clear the way and get rid of the obstacles? Okay? So nirvigna is what we want. We want parisamapyatam, to get as our goal no obstacles. Okay? Adao, whoops. Adao, can we see this now? No, hang on. Let me put that back a little bit. Okay. Can we see this word adao? Adao means thus. We're going to do this just now. Right? Vishvaksena again. Now you see here, interestingly enough, I'm just going to point this out, that Ramanujanachari, because he's doing a lot of things by himself, he doesn't always have somebody to edit his work. So sometimes I'll edit his work and I'll look at it. Here, at the beginning of the puja, he wrote Vishvaksena, the S there, without any diacritic, which is correct. At the end, he put the S with a dot. He put a dot underneath it, which is incorrect. So if I was going to edit this, I would go and I would take the dot out from the other one, right? This is correct. The S, the second S should be like that. The first S can either be with the acute accent or with it, or more properly with the dot underneath it for Vishvaksena. Okay, right. Vishvaksena. Okay, Sena. By the way, Sena means soldier. So Vishvaksena is also not only considered to be the secretary of Lord Vishnu in Vaikuntha, and who does many of the things for him. He's also considered to be the head or general of his army. That's why he's called Sena. Right? Okay, so now we have pujanam. Pujanam can be there. You can say pujanam or you can say puja. You don't need to say, in the case of saying pujanam, right? It becomes pujana, right? In the case, or you can say pujam, which would be a long A. An A with this A would have a bar over the top, and it would be pujam, right? Right, and then karisye. Karisye, we talked about this word karisye, I think, in the last class. Okay, it means I will do. It's a future tense. I will do. Karisye means I will do. When the priest says it, he says it on behalf of the sponsor, right? Or if you're doing some work for yourself, you say it on behalf of yourself. There are two ways in Sanskrit of saying, I will do. The first way is this way, karishe, right? Using a certain ending, karishe, I will do. Another way is to say karishyami, karishyami. Some people will use karishyami when they're doing it for other people. I will do for him. I will do this puja, Vishwaksena puja, for my sponsor, who is giving away his daughter in marriage and doing the Vagdanam for her, right? So we might replace this by karishyami. So up to you. Most people say just say karishe, but if you want to be more, if you want to do it for a sponsor and you want to specifically point out that it's for him, you can say karishyami. No problem. Either way, it's okay. Karishe is also absolutely fine. Now moving on to the dhyanam. This word dhyana means meditation. We have to meditate upon Vishwaksena. And this is a more complex Vishwaksena meditation. Vishwaksena sakala vibuddha prodha senadinatam mudra chakra kara kamala yuge sankadando dadhanam megasyamam sumani mukutam pitavastram subangam Jayed Deva Vijaya Kamam Sutravatyai Sametam. Okay, we can go over this, but it basically is describing Vishwaksena and about Vishwaksena. The translation is here, right? And at the end, it's Sutravatre Sametam, that you Sametam, you are with Sutravati, which is the wife of Vishwaksena. Okay? So anyway, we don't have to go into it too much because probably in the beginning, probably in the beginning when you're first learning Vishwaksena Puja, it's probably better if you want to learn this sloka, you can. But like I said, in the beginning, you can just use this yasya dviradavakradyaha parisadya parasaram vignam niganti saritam Vishwaksenam tamashraya Vishwaksenam namamyaham. Either way, right? My teacher, Vasudeva Bhattacharya, he actually never used to chant this long one because this Vishwaksena Puja is a preliminary puja once again. We want to do it quickly. So even though he's a professor of Pancharatra Agama, when he would do rituals, he would only use this Yasya Dvira Devakra Vyapari because it's quicker. This is a long mantra. You can use it if you want to. It's very nice mantra. It explains exactly, describes Vishwaksena and his consort. But if you want easy, yes, because I know everybody's trying to do things more quickly. So up to you. That's up to you. All right. So now let's go back to Raman Bhatta. I'll start the video again and we'll go through it a little bit more. Okay, let's just stop there for a second. Okay, he just finished doing the Sankalpa. So that's a pretty extensive Sankalpa. And we were talking about that Taranga Twena. So instead of Taranga Twena, he just says Tarangam. At the end, he was saying, Tarangam this, Tarangam that. I'm going to also do this. I'm also going to do that. I'm also going to do the other. We can dissect this whole Sankalpa, if you like, and I can tell you what it means, the whole thing, but we don't have time in this particular session. But we can do that. But what he's doing is he is doing a very, very long Sankalpa. We are showing you a short Sankalpa, but basically at the end of the Sankalpa, he has mentioned Nirvignena Parisamapyatam Ado Sri Vishvaksena Pujam Purisye. Okay? So this was for a particular Kalyanotsava where they were marrying the deities, newly installed deities of Sita Ram and getting them married. So he was doing that Vishvaksena Puja for that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share an audio with you of a very simple beginning of Vishvaksena Puja. And this beginning is going to have a different, instead of Shuklam Bharadam Vishnum, Shasivanam Chaturbhajam Prasannavadanam Dhyayat Sarvigna Prashante before, it's going to have another mantra which sometimes Sri Vaishnavas chant, which is a prayer to Hayagriva to give us knowledge so that we will be able to perform the puja. And that prayer goes, Jnananandamayam Devam, Niyamalaspatikakitim, Hadharam Sarvidyanam, Hayagrivam Upasmahe. Right? So we are going to listen to that, and then afterwards the Sankalpa, the short Sankalpa or vow for Vishvaksena Puja. So I'm going to share that now.
Om Asmadgurubhyo Namaha Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalasphatikakrutim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe. Om Tatsat Govinda 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 Bhagavat Ajnaya Bhagavat Kainkarya Rupena Asmin Subhakarmani Nirvignena Parisamapti Ardham Adau Vishvaksena Pujam Karishye.
We noticed that he said Om Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. He mentioned he chanted the mantra to Hayagriva, Jnananandamayam Devam, Nirmalasphatikakritim, Adharam Sarvidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe. Then Om Tat Sada, Govinda Govinda Govinda, right? And then he gave the Sankalpa, which is here, right? And he said, there was one other thing that I wanted to highlight what he said. He said Subha Karmani, Shubha. So he put the word Shubha there to make it a very general thing. Shubha means auspicious. So normally we would put in the name of the karma, the name of the puja that we're doing instead of that. And then let's just listen to it again.
Om Asmadgurubhyo Namaha Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalasphatikakrutim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe. Om Tatsat Govinda 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 Bhagavat Ajnaya Bhagavat Kainkarya Rupena Asmin Subhakarmani Nirvignena Parisamapti Ardham Adau Vishvaksena Pujam Karishye.
A couple of things I want to point out there. In his Sankalpa, what he's saying Bhagavad Agyaya, but then he says Bhagavad Kainkar Yurupena instead of Bhagavad Prityatam. Bhagavad Prityatam is usually used by Vadagalai Sri Vaishnavas, and Bhagavad Kainkar Yurupam or Bhagavad Kainkar Yurupena is used by Tengalai Sri Vaishnavas. So that's just a note for any Sri Vaishnava people watching, right? Then also he said when he says the word artam, parisamaptyartam, right? Because he's a Tamil speaker, obviously, you will hear him say ardam, ardam, because ta and da are the same letter in Tamil. Okay? So don't be fooled by that. It's not ardam. Ardam in Sanskrit means half. Artam means the goal, what we're trying to achieve. Okay? So anyway, you just have to know this, that sometimes when you hear people chanting mantras in India and you get an audio of it, if the person's a Bengali, maybe he says B's and V's the same. If he's a Tamil, maybe he says some of the letters the same, which should not be the same in Sanskrit. So we want to always try to make the proper Sanskrit pronunciation. Okay, so let's move on. We've done this Dhyanam to Vishvaksena. Now we're going to do the Avahanam of Vishvaksena. Means we're going to call him to come, right? Let's go back to the video and let's see what happens, what other preliminaries Raman Bhatta does. What he said was Patra Sadhanam Karisye. So he's got these patras, right? Vatils in Tamil, right? We see down here in the corner, he's got these three. He's got a Visarjana Patra, he's got a throw-out pot, and he's got two other patras here. And he's going to, first of all, before he does puja to Vishvaksena, he's going to first of all establish these patras. Yesterday, I believe we spoke about establishing the patras of worship before that we offer, establishing these containers as having specific uses before we use them. Now, he's doing temple worship, so he may do it in a little bit more complicated way than you would do it in a house or in a regular puja. So he's going to probably invoke, we'll see what happens, but he's going to invoke different demigoddesses in the different patras, and he's going to establish them in a certain way. So let's just put it back a little bit and let's hear the Patra Sadhanam. Let's see. So there he said Vishvaksena Radhanam Karisye. That's the end of the Sankalpa for Vishvaksena. Now he's going to start Vishvaksena Puja. There's a preliminary to starting the Vishvaksena Puja. Remember, the Vishvaksena Puja itself is a preliminary. So the preliminary to the preliminary is to establish the vessels which we use to worship Vishvaksena with. Patra Sadhanam Karisye. He's going to establish the vessels. Okay. All right. So now let's hear him establish the vessels. He's going to chant some Veda mantras. And listen closely. I'll explain what it is. Okay, so what did he do? First thing he did was he started chanting Vishnu Shuktam, Vishnu Anukam Viryani Pravotyam Yapativani Vimame Rajagum Siyo Askabaya Duttaragum Sarastam Vichakramanas Vedorugayo Vishnu Ratapasi Vishnu Vestamasi Vishnu Shnate Esto Vishnu Shurasi Vishnu Durmasi Vaishnavamasi Vishnave Twa. Right? This is called Vishnu Shuktam, right? Okay, so he starts chanting that. All the other Brahmins are also chanting along with him. And what does he do? He takes some flower petals. He could have taken some akshara. He could have also taken some ingredients, right, to put in those patras. So remember what I said yesterday, in the last session, I was talking about the first thing to do is wash the patras. So you're supposed to virastraya pat, put some virastraya pate, put some water, some sacred water from the Viraja or from a holy river, right, and wash those and throw them in the throw-out pot and clean them. He didn't do that here because he already has some water in it. He's already established them for something else. He's just reestablishing them for this particular puja. So he takes some flowers or some, or if it's the case of achamana, you might put cloves and some ground cloves and nutmeg, or if it's might put some pachacamphor in there or something like that. Whatever it is, tulsi leaves or flower petals, whatever it is. you put it in Hridayaya Namaha. He didn't say Hridayaya Namaha, that's fine, because he was chanting some other mantras. He put it in each of the patras, he put some flower petals. Then he filled it up. Remember I said yes, the last session, Shirse Swaha, to fill it up. So he filled it up with the wood. Somebody had a big pot of water that they handed to him. So he put his hand out and said, please bring me the Tirukaveri, or the big kumbha full of holy water, and he filled up particularly the one with the spoon in it, the udarani, the patra with the udarani in it, he filled it up. Now he is going to worship each one of those patras, right? The devata of those particular patras, right? To establish the patra, and the reason for each patra, right, will be given. Okay, so let's just put it back just a little bit. Let's continue on. Argyam parikalpayami, padyam parikalpayami, achmaniam parikalpayami. Got it? Remember, in the last session, I said that we want to establish padyam. First of all, argyam, then padyam, then achmaniyam. So that's what he said. Argyam parikalpayami. Parikalpayami, not samarpayami. I'm not offering it yet. Samarpayami means I offer to. Parikalpayami means I establish. I have to establish the argya first, establish the padya first, establish the achmaniya first. Then I can only use it after I establish it, right? So first thing he does is he worships it like that. So normally what we do is we place our right hand on top of each patra when we say this parikalpayami, right? Say that normally in home puja we'll say, or even temple puja, we'll say the mula mantra of the deity and we'll say Argyam Parikalpayami. So for instance, Om Namo Narayanaya, Argyam Parikalpayami, Om Namo Narayanaya, Padyam Parikalpayami, Om Namo Narayanaya, Achmaniam Parikalpayami, Om Namo Narayanaya, Shnaniam Parikalpayami, Om Namo Narayanaya, Surodakam Parikalpayami, or Om Namo Narayanaya, Savata Toyam Parikalpayami. I talked about the difference between Sudodakam and Savata Toyam, being the middle patra, which we wash the spoon with. In a panchapatra situation, you have four of these vessels in water vessels, fatils in the corners, and one in the middle. And in the different prayogas, it will say in the northeast, the southeast, the southwest, and the northwest, which going around clockwise, you should install them going around clockwise, of course. Everything should be done clockwise in an auspicious ceremony, and maybe anti-clockwise in an inauspicious ceremony. Okay, so why do we do things clockwise in an auspicious ceremony? What it is called pradakshina. Pradakshina means if you start out in the east, there are two directions which we consider to be very, very auspicious. The east, why is the east auspicious? Because the sun rises in the east, and the sun is Lord Narayana. He's Pratyaksha Devata. He's the God we can see, right? Diya Sarasvati Mandala Madhyavarti Narayana Sarasija Sanasani Vastaki Urvan Makarakundalavan Kiriti Hari Haramaya Kapur Krita Sankha Chakra. So Sankha Chakra, the Surya Narayana, is within the sun globe, and he comes up in the east. He rises in the east, and therefore that east is the most auspicious direction. The second direction, right, which is considered, if you can't do east, the next one is north. North is also a good direction, right? West and south are not such good directions, but west would be third, south would be last probably, because south is considered to be the direction of death, the direction of yama. Okay, so when you're facing east, and normally this will also be in the beginning of a prayoga, it will say purvadware or purva or uttra. It'll say purva or uttra, face east or north. Normally in a prayoga. Now, what happens if you're inside and you're in somebody has a puja room and there's a deity and the deity doesn't face the right direction or the deity's facing east, you're facing west because you're facing the deity. That's fine. What you do is you will make your own east, temporary east, right? When you do a sacrifice, when you have to sit in a certain direction in order to not offend the deity or offend certain people. If you have to sit in a certain position, then you say, okay, this is east. This is my east today. right? I don't know, or even I don't have a compass. I don't know when east is, where east is. So that's east for me. I'm just going to set up my yagshala, and that's going to be my temporary east, and everything will be made according to that east, that temporary east. So that's also possible. But wherever possible, we can face east or we can face north. Okay, normally east is the best. Okay, so now from east, right, if you go to your right side, for men, right side is considered auspicious. For ladies, left side is considered auspicious. So for men, right side is considered auspicious. So if you turn to your right from the east, right, you're in the east, you turn to your right, what is the direction? It's south, right? So the word pradakshina means going towards the south. If you want to circumambulate something, you're in the east, you're facing east, and you start going around to the south, and then to the west, and then to the north, and you come back to the east. That is clockwise. That's called pradakshina. So pradakshina means going towards the east. Oh, I'm sorry, going towards the south. Dakshina means south. Going towards the south. From the east, going towards the south, that'll be clockwise. Okay? So what else is pradakshina? Why else is pradakshina auspicious? It's auspicious to go clockwise because, let's say you have your guru is there, or your deity in the temple is there, and you go around clockwise around the deity. Why do you go around clockwise around a deity or a guru, or in order to offer respects to somebody? Why going around clockwise is good? It's because you're showing the right side of your body, which is more auspicious than the left side. The left side means the left hand, which is used for dirty things, and the right side is the clean hand, which is used for ritual, pure things. So when you show the right side of your body to somebody, if you walk around them, you're showing the right side of your body to somebody. That's pradakshina. That's clockwise. Okay? So that's just a little explanation of why clockwise is better than anti-clockwise. Okay. So now he is going to do next, after he establishes these patras. After he establishes these patras and the purpose for them, what were the purposes? The purposes, and they're the same patra. He's establishing Argyam, Padyam, and Achminiam in the same one. Yeah? So, okay, so you can do that. If you have a lack of patras, or if you don't have the 5, you can make it all in one, like that. So he's establishing the patras for the purpose of offering Arghya water, offering Padya water, and offering Achminiya water. Now, after they're established, after he does the Parikalpayami, the next thing he's going to do is he's going to do Soshana, Dahana, and Plavana. Soshana, Dahana, Plavana. Soshana means burning up, drying up. Drying up. When we get something, we rake up a bunch of leaves in the yard or dirty things. We rake them up and then we burn them. We rake up all our sins and we burn them in Buddha Shuddhi. We'll cover Buddha Shuddhi in another class, okay? But what we do is when we gather things together and dry them out. So Soshana is drying out, right? Dahana means burning. Dry them out and then burn them, right? And after burning, then Plavana means nectarizing or raining. It means raining, actually. Raining nectar down on it. So if we have, for instance, our sinful body, we want to, we meditate upon our body being dried up, then burned up, and then re-nectarized and remade into a completely spiritual body. That's the process of Buddha Shuddhi. Of course, Buddha Shuddhi is a lot more than that. So we'll talk about that in a different class, okay? But this is a simple way of doing that with the patras. After we establish them, we're going to purify them by, first of all, drying them up mentally, then burning them up mentally, then nectarizing them mentally, okay? So these 3 things are called Soshana, Dahana, and Plavana, right? Now, how do we do Soshana, Dahana, and Plavana? He's going to show how to do it. He's going to show his right hand over the patras. Now you can do it like this in a vertical manner. He's just showing his hand like that, and he's saying it. But what you have to do each time you do it, and different hands are used for different ones, sometimes there are different procedures, right? But normally what you do is you take the palm of the hand and you write with the other finger, with the ring finger of the other hand, any finger will do, but ring finger of the other hand, you write on the palm of your hand in whatever alphabet you like. People usually do it in Sanskrit Devanagari alphabet. You write on them certain bija mantras for drying, for burning, and for nectarizing on your hand, and then show it to the patras. Okay? So the mantra, the mula mantra for the seed mantra for drying is yum. Yum. Yum is vayu bija. So it's for drying, right? For burning, it's rum. Rum is the bij for agni, or for fire. It's for burning. Yum, rum, lum, or is it vam? Vam. Yum, rum, and vam. Okay? So sometimes people say more than just, sometimes they just say yum, rum, vam, but more properly in the temple and maybe even in the puja, you say yam vayave namaha, soshayami, ram agnaya namaha, dahayami, vam amritaya namaha, plavayami. These are the mantras which are said. Okay? So we go through that in more detail in another section, but let's just see how he does it here. Okay? I'm just going to back up a little bit and start playing again. First of all, he did Yam Vayave Namaha Soshayami, Ramagdaya Namaha Dahiyami, he did with his left hand, and then Vam Amritaya Namaha Plavayami, he did with his right hand again. Okay? And okay, so then he showed two mudras. I think he showed two mudras. At least he showed the Dena Mudra. He showed the Dena Mudra. After you do Soshana Dahana Plavana, sometimes you do this Soshana Dahana for those persons who are Gaudiya Vaishnavas. It's also mentioned in Hari Bhakti Vilas, but it's not given the details of it. Soshana Dahana Plavana is mentioned there. But also, we also offer after that this Denu Mudra, which is the cow's udder mudra over the top of the thing. So Soshana Dahana Plavana. Sometimes you'll see Soshana Dahana Plavana and Surabi Mudra. So there's also a mantra for Surabi. There's different mantras in different Pancharatra Samhitas for Surabi Mudra. Normally when we show a mudra, we also have a mantra that accompanies that mudra. Okay? So this is the first time we're talking about mudras. So I just wanted to say that normally when you have a mudra, you also have a mantra. You say out loud the name of the mantra. And so Shum Surab Yay Namaha, whatever it is. There might be some slightly different mantras for that. Okay, so let's go on. He is now going to, let's see what he's going to do next. We may get to the Avahanam. Okay, so let's play that again so that we hear the whole thing here. Okay, so then he just chanted Narayana Gayatri. Sometimes there's a mantra for a particular substance. Padya Agyachmaniya. Here it's Narayana Gayatri he's using. And we'll go on. Everybody know Narayana Gayatri? Narayana Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. This is a very important Gayatri because it contains 3 Vyapaka names. The word Vyapaka means all expansive, right? So that it means the main names. The main names of Vishnu are Narayana, Vasudeva, and Vishnu. Vishnu means pervading from inside, Vasudeva means pervading from outside, and Narayana means both inside and outside, pervading. So it all has to do with all pervasion. Yeah? Okay. So this Vishnu Gayatri is very important. It comes in criteria Taittiriya Upanishad. Taittiriya Upanishad is there. There's a section which speaks about Gayatris in Taittiriya Upanishad, gives many Gayatris, and it's one of them. Okay, so now what he's doing, all these different devatas for the different articles of worship, he's offering some akshada to them to satisfy them, right? Now, after you see that he took the spoon from the Panchapatra and laid it out and there's some water inside it and some flower petals on top, maybe even some akshada inside. Now, what he's going to do is he's going to invoke Vishvaksena by using that spoon. Let's see. First of all, he's offering some flower petals and akshada for the dhupa, for the incense, in the incense holder. And he's mentioning the devata for that is Vayu, obviously, for air. Okay? So let's continue. Okay. You see him moving his fingers across the top of the Udarani spoon. That means he's counting mantras that he's chanting in his mind or he's murmuring like that. So when you do that, that's for the counting. Okay, now he's sprinkling all the paraphernalia and also sprinkling himself to purify everything. Okay, so now that was the Avahanam. Let's go back to the Prayoga and we'll see that Avahanam. Om Bhuhu Vishvaksenam Avahiyami, Om Bhuvaha Vishvaksenam Avahiyami, Om Suvaha Vishvaksenam Avahiyami, Om Bhurbhava Suvaha Vishvaksenam Avahiyami. Right? And I will share with you the audio for that also.
Om Bhuhu Vishvaksenam Avahayami, Om Bhuvaha Vishvaksenam Avahayami, Om Suvaha Vishvaksenam Avahayami, Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha Vishvaksenam Avahayami.
Here's the Avahanam. Here's the calling of the deity. So, why do we say Om Bhuhu, Om Bhuvaha, Om Suvaha, Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha? Okay, Bhur, Bhuva, Suvaha. These words are called Vyahritis. They're expansions of Omkara, of the Pranava Omkara. Omkara is a transcendental syllable, and it is the essence of the Vedas, and it expands to these words which mean the lower planetary, the lower planetary system, the middle planetary system, and the upper planetary system. Okay, so we can think of the different planetary systems in our mind, Vedic cosmology, right? We can also it can also mean something to do with the body if we think of inner space and outer space, whatever. There are analogies and different types of meditations on different parts of the body as being equal to the universe. Okay, but that's all philosophical stuff. We don't have to go into that now. But here, Bhuhu, Bhava, Swa are three special words which are called Vyahritis in Sanskrit. Okay. Now, actually, there's 7 Vyahritis. There's not just 3. So sometimes in Vedic cosmology, you hear there's 3 planetary systems, lower, middle, and upper. And sometimes you hear there's 7 planetary systems. So there are also 7 Vyahritis, 7 special words that come out, that expansions of Omkara, that come out from, that explain the different 7 planetary systems. So they are Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, and Satyam. Satyam being the highest planetary system where Lord Brahma lives. Okay? So these are the 7. Anybody who's done Vedic pranayam knows about Om Bhuhu, Om Bhuvaha, Ogam Suvaha, Om Maha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha, Ogam Satyam. Okay. So now once again, I have to say, first of all, why are we saying Suvaha instead of Swa? Anybody that has been initiated, say in Gaudiya Vaishnavism, into the Gayatri Mantra, or anybody in North India who knows the Gayatri Mantra, they will know Om Bhur Bhuva Swa. So Swami, isn't this a mistake? Isn't this a mistake? Suvaha. Why are you saying Suvaha? Why don't you say Swa? In North India, they say Swa. In South India, they say Suvaha. Why? And that is because specifically in the type of pronunciation that we use, Krishna Yajurveda, Pratisakya, the book that tells us how to pronounce things in Krishna Yajurveda, says that Swa, the syllable Swa, should be pronounced Suvaha. Should be pronounced Suvaha. Okay? So in Krishna Yajurveda, the Vyahriti, the sound Swa, is pronounced Suvaha. Another thing that you might have heard when I said Om Bhuhu, Om Bhuvaha, Ogum Suvaha, Om Mahaha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha, Ogum Satyam. You might hear me say Gum. What is Gum? Gum is a sound, some people call it Ranga. It's a special sound that when this letter, which is the M with the dot on top or the M with the dot underneath is an M. It's an M, but it's a special type of M. It's called Anuswara. Anuswara. So Anuswara, which is a pure nasal sound, right? When it is followed in the next word immediately by one of the S's, and there are some other words too, we can go into it exactly, some other letters too that follow it, that make it, then it should be pronounced in Krishna Yajurveda, not in any other form of chanting, but in Krishna Yajurveda, the rule is that you have to say Gum. It has to be pronounced Gum, like GM, Gum, Gum. Some people write GUM, some people write GAM. Anyhow, it's Gum. So, Om Bhuhu, right? Remember how to pronounce the Visarga is an echo. Om Bhuhu, right? So Om Bhuhu, Om Bhuvaha, Om Bhuvaha, right? Ogum Suvaha. Then we say them all together. Om Bhur Bhuvas Suvaha. And you notice here that the Bhuhu becomes Bhur. The Bhuvaha becomes Bhuvas, right? That is Sandhi. That is because of Sandhi. So this Visarga up here becomes R. This Visarga up here becomes a S, right? And it becomes O. That makes it easier to say one after another. Sandhi. Om Bhur Bhuvas Suvaha. Om Bhur Bhuvas Suvaha. Now, another thing I might point out here is I believe that this should be a long U. So if I was editing this, this should be a long U. Okay? So if we're going to look it up later, we're going to take out all the spelling mistakes. But just to give you an idea, Om Bhuhu, Om Bhuvaha. So this U is long, this U is short. Okay? All right. So now, what is the meaning of using all these Vyahritis? What is the meaning of saying Om Bhu, Om Bhuvaha, Om Suvaha, Om Bhur Bhuva Suvaha? What is the meaning of that? The meaning is that Vishvaksena, wherever Vishvaksena is, he should be in Vaikuntha, but wherever he is, or wherever any of these deities, these demigods or devatas that we are calling to do puja of, wherever they are in the universe, whether they're in the lower planetary system, whether they're in the middle planetary system, whether they're in the higher planetary system, Bhur, Bhuva, Suvaha, they should come here from there, Avahayami. They should come here from Bhu. They should come here from Bhuva. They should come here from Suva or Swa in North India. They should come here from wherever they are, and they should reside here until we finish offering them the 16 articles of worship or the puja that we're going to offer. Okay? So that's the meaning. Avahayami means to please come, right? So Vishvaksenam, you can then, now you know how to do a vahanam of any deity. So for instance, here we're calling Vishvaksena to come, but if we're calling Krishna to come, we would say, Om Bhu Krishna Mavahyami, Om Bhuvaha Krishna Mavahyami, Om Suvaha Krishna Mavahyami, Om Bhuva Suvaha Krishna Mavahyami. If we're calling Ananta to come, we want to worship Ananta, Om Anantam Avahyami. Om Bhu Anantam Avahyami. Om Bhuva Anantam Avahyami. Om Suva Anantam Avahyami. Om Bhurva Suvaha Anantam Avahyami. Similarly, if whoever we're calling, Sadashiva, if we're calling Sadashiva, right? Om Bhu Sadashiva Mavahyami. Om Bhuva Sadashiva Mavahyami. Om Suva Sadashiva Mavahyami. Om Bhurva Suvaha Sadashiva Mavahyami, etc. So whoever you want, you can plug it in there. You can plug that person's name in. The name of the deity, in this case, in this mantra, is going to have an M on the end, usually, because that is a objective case or accusative case in Sanskrit. So that is going to be Vishvaksenam, Devam, right? Or whatever, Avahyami. Okay, so then we're going to start offering the different upacharas. So if we have some time left, we can go back to the video and hear him offering the puja. Let's see if we can see him offering the puja. Okay, so let's see him do it. Okay, he just chanted, after he invoked Vishvaksena, he chanted Vishvaksena Gayatri. What is Vishvaksena Gayatri? I'm going to show you. Here's Vishvaksena Gayatri at the end here. Om Vishvaksenaya Vidmahe, Vetrahastaya Dhimahe, Tanno Sena Prachodayat. Tanno Senani Prachodayat. Okay? So we also have a audio of that.
Vishvaksenaya vidmahe vetrahastaya dhimahi tanno shantih prachodayat. Otherwise, tanno senani prachodayat.
So that was the two different versions of Vishvaksena Gayatri. Now let's go back to the Prayoga. We're going back to the Prayoga. Okay. So now he is going to start offering. In this Prayoga, you'll see that Rama Ramanujachari, who's written this Prayoga, he has written it like this. Asanam samarpayami, argyam samarpayami, padyam samarpayami, achamayam samarpayami, snanam samarpayami, vastam samarpayami, pavitam samarpayami, alankaranatam pushpam samarpayami, gandandarayami, pushpai pujayami. Okay, so up to this point, right, he's offering these articles like that. We will go over in another class, we'll go over all the different upacharas and what they mean. But each time he says samarpayami, I offer this to you, right? Now, if sometimes you can say the Mula mantra of Vishvaksena, Om Vishvaksenaya Namaha, right? Before each and every time you say samarpayami, but normally we don't do that. Normally we just, to make it quicker, we're just going to say it one time in the beginning, Om Vishvaksenaya Namaha, Asam samarpayami, Argyam samarpayami, Padyam samarpayami, Achamayam samarpayami. Right? This is the advantage of this type of offering of upacharas. In North India, sometimes we see with Gaudiya Vaishnavas, they do idam asanam, idam argyam, etat padyam, idam achamaniyam, idam shnaniyam, right? These are the mantras that are used for offering upacharas in North India sometimes. When you do that, the Mula mantra comes at the end. When you do it this system, asanam samarpayami, argyam samarpayami, padyam samarpayami, it comes at the beginning. So we'd say, Om Namo Narayanaya, asanam samarpayami, Om Namo Narayanaya, argyam samarpayami, Om Namo Narayanaya, padyam samarpayami, like that. Okay? But instead, you can make it quicker because you can just say, Om Namo Narayanaya, argyam samarpayami, padyam samarpayami, achamayam samarpayami, snanam samarpayami, vastam samarpayami, pavitam samarpayami. There are ways of making it quicker, and I know all of us want to do things in a quicker manner because this is, remember, only a preliminary puja we want to get it done with. We want it done quick, okay? So again, I'm going to give you the, somebody chanting the Radhanam, chanting the upacharas.
Asanam samarpayami, argyam samarpayami, padyam samarpayami, achamaniyam samarpayami, स्नानं समर्पयामि वस्त्रं समर्पयामि उपवीतं समर्पयामि अलङ्कारार्थं पुष्पं समर्पयामि गन्धं समर्पयामि पुष्पैः पूजयामि.
If we go back to the Sanskrit here, right, what he just said was he gave all these different upacharas that come before offering of names to the deity, right? So this is the first part of the puja. We're offering a seat, asanam samarpayami. Argyam samarpayami, we're washing water for washing his hands. We offer 1 spoonful, 2 spoonfuls of water for washing his feet, padyam samarpayami. 3 spoonfuls to his mouth or to his right hand, and then to his mouth or to his right hand. Right, achamaniyam samarpayami, water for washing his mouth. Then one spoonful of water, shnapayami, for bathing him. After bath, he gets a new cloth, a new clothes to wear, fresh clothes. Vastram samarpayami. Then upavitam samarpayami, which is his sacred thread, which is offered to him. Then we have alankaranatam pushpam samarpayami. Now, why do we say why don't we just say alankaram samarpayami? We can say alankaram samarpayami. Alankaram means ornaments. We're going to offer decoration or ornaments to you, right? So if you have ornaments, you can offer them. If you don't have ornaments, this is very useful. Here he said, alankar atam, for the purpose, the artam, of offering ornaments, alankaram, we are offering a flower. Instead of ornaments, we're offering a flower. It's a substitute. So when you see in a prayoga, it says, alankaranatam pushpam samarpayami, it means I'm offering a flower instead of ornaments, as a substitute for ornaments. There are other things that you can use for substitutions. You can substitute also akshata, in which case you would say, alankaranatam akshatan samarpayami. You might want to offer more than 1 flower, right? So you could say, alankaranatam pushpe samarpayami. That means I'm offering 2 flowers. Or you might want to offer more than 2 flowers, in which case you have to make it plural instead of dual, and you have to say, alankaranatam pushpani samarpayami. Okay, so all these little things, you have to learn a little bit of Sanskrit grammar, or you just do it in one way, that's fine. But if you have more than 1 flower, you have to say in plural, pushpani samarpayami, okay? Then, if you might also want to, you can also offer toyam. You can offer water or jalam or toyam instead of something, or tulsi patram, right? Instead of something. If you have tulsi, right? Alankaranatam tulsi patram samarpayami. Alankaranatam pushpam samarpayami. Alankaranatam toyam samarpayami, right? Whatever it is. Then we have gandam. Gandam means what? Gandam means chandan, sandalwood paste. Actually, gandam in Sanskrit is translated directly as smell, but what it means here is offering sandalwood paste to the deity. So we see here, he said gandam samarpayami, but we see gandam dharayami. Gandam dharayami means I smear sandalwood paste on you. So there are also, in the beginning, when you're offering items of worship, in this way, you simply say samarpayami, samarpayami, samarpayami for each and every offering that you make. But there are some special things that you can do to make the puja sound nicer. So you can, instead of saying gandan samarpayami, I offer you sandalwood paste, I can say gandan dharayami, I smear sandalwood paste on you. Or you can say, instead of saying shnanam samarpayami, you can make that smaller and say snapayami. Instead of snanam samarpayami, it becomes snapayami. Yeah, later on, we're going to see when we offer incense or a lamp, you might say, for the incense, you might say dupam samarpayami, but you can also say dupam agrapayami. Dupam agrapayami means I make you to smell this beautiful incense. Or deepam samarpayami can become deepam darshayami. I light up the area, I light you up, or I show you with the deepam. Instead of I just offering you a deepam, I'm showing you by the Deepam. Deepam darshayami. And if I can say Naivedyam, Naivedyam means food, a food offering, right? We can say Naivedyam samarpayami, I'm offering you food. Or we can say Maha Naivedyam, Naivedyami, Nivedayami. Maha Naivedyam, Nivedayami. I am feeding you the great food, the beautiful food, okay? So these are all just embellishments that you can do on puja. So there's simple puja where you just say samarpayami, samarpayami, samarpayami for all these things. And then you can, later on when you learn some more embellishments, you can do it in a different way. After the offering of pushpas, right? Pushpaihi, by the way, is plural. So we're going to offer flowers. If you don't have flowers, you can offer flower petals. If you don't have flower petals, you can offer akshata. If you don't have akshata, you can offer, even to goddesses, you can offer kumkuma, like that. And you just have to change the word kumkuma. We are going to do what's called nama archana, which means the worship of the deity with the names of the deity. The names of the deity are very powerful, right? The names of Vishnu are very powerful, and the names of Vishvaksena are also very powerful. So we are going to say the names of Vishvaksena, and with each name, we are going to offer something. So here we see, this is the section where we offer the names of the deity. This is called Namachana. Okay? So Om Vishvaksenaya Namaha. And then you see what he's done for short here. He's mentioned the next name, and each of these names is in the dative case, or the Chaturthi Vibhakti in Sanskrit, singular dative case, right? Ekavachanam. So he has simply given the name here, but he hasn't put Om, and he hasn't put Namaha. That you also have to put in. So you can't say Om Vishvaksenaya Namaha, Chaturbahave Namaha, Sankacha. You have to say Namaha. You have to say Om Namaha, right? So for instance, it's going to be Om Vishvaksenaya Namaha, Om Chaturbahave Namaha, Om Shankachakradharaya Namaha, Om Srimate Namaha, Om Sutravati Nathaya Namaha, like that. So Om prefixes and Namaha comes afterwards. Each of the names in the dative case. When we do Namarchana. Now, with some deities, people are going to ask you to do 108 names. They're also going to ask you to do 1,008 names in a big puja. So you need to have a list of these names, and for that you can get the list of the different 108 and 1,008 names for these different deities. So these are the names, the normal set number of names for Vishvaksena. Now we already know many names of Lord Vishnu, and especially you Gaudiya Vaishnavas, you know 24 names, and the Sri Vaishnavas or any other Vaishnavas, they know 12 names. What are they? Keshava, Narayana, Madhava, Govinda, Vishnu, Madhusudana, Trivikrama, Vamana, Sridhara, Rishikesha, Padmanava, and Damodara, correct? So already we should be able to offer these names of the Lord. So before you learn these specific names, if you're doing puja to any deity, you can simply use those 12 names of Vishnu, right, as a substitute, because any deity is going to like to hear Vishnu's names because they're all devotees of Vishnu. So we can also say Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Narayana Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Govindaya Namaha, Om Vishnave Namaha, Om Madhusudana Namaha, Om Trikramaya Namaha, Om Bhavanaya Namaha, Om Sridharaya Namaha, Om Shrikesaya Namaha, Om Padmanabhaya Namaha, Om Damodaraya Namaha, correct? Especially when we're worshipping Vishnu or any form of Vishnu, any of the avatars, we can use this. We can also use it when we're offering to Vishvaksena or we're offering to anybody else also. They're all devotees of Lord Vishnu. They all like to hear Lord Vishnu's names. Okay, so if you don't know the specific names of a deity, then substitute the names of Vishnu. Okay, like that. Now, when you're chanting, if you want to chant more quickly, or when you're chanting big, long lists of names, right, it's very difficult you can go much faster because you want to get this done faster also, right? So it's much faster if you get into a rhythm where you say Om Keshavaya, then Namaha Om Narayanaya, Namaha Om, because it comes like that. So you're going to chant like this. So before I said it in a slower way, Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Narayanaya Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, right? And I was taking a breath after the Namaha. But when I'm not taking a breath, when I'm doing it very quickly, it's going to come like this. Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Narayana Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Govindaya Namaha, Om Vishnuvaya Namaha, Om Madhusudana Namaha, Om Drikma Namaha, Om Vamanaya Namaha, Om Sridhara Namaha, Om Shikesha Namaha, Om Padmanabhaya Namaha, Om Namodara Namaha, Om, right? Vasudeva Namaha, Om Sankarshana Namaha, Om Pradyumna Namaha, Om Maniruddha Namaha, Om Purushotama Namaha, Om. So all you have to do is see the name and do Namaha Om, Namaha Om, Namaha Om, and you're at the next name, right? So you just start with an Om, then start saying the names in a dative case, and then Namaha Om, Namaha Om, Namaha Om, right? Whatever Namaha Om, whatever Namaha Om, like that, and it'll go much faster. It'll go much faster. This is a little trick I'm just trying to tell you, okay? So let us go back to the video and see what he's doing. So what he did was he showed certain mudras to invoke Vishwaksena for Avahana, Stapana, like that. So normally we show Avahana mudra and Stapana mudra. It's enough. Om Bhur Vishwaksena Vahyami, Om Bhuva Vishwaksena Vahyami, Om Suva Vishwaksena Vahyami, Om Purvava Subha Vishwaksena Vahyami. But he said certain other mudras, which we'll go on to another. We have to have another lesson on this, on how to do these Avahana mudras. Okay, so now he's going to offer the upacharas. Okay, I actually have a video on YouTube of Avahanadi mudras, which you can look at. He's doing all those things, and normally it's you have to do it. Because he's doing it in temple worship system, so he's offering all those mudras, and you can learn all those mudras and how to do them at the beginning of the puja. You might also notice that he's doing Anganyasa on. He's imagining Vishwaksena is sitting there, and he's doing Anganyasa on Vishwaksena. Now he's going to offer the upacharas. Okay, so when he started offering Argyam, okay, for each thing, Argya, Padya, Achmana, all these things, there'll be a Vedic mantra. There'll be a Vedic or a Puranic mantra for each one of these upacharas, which they chant before they say Argyam Samarpayami, Padyam Samarpayami, Achmana Samarpayami. So he just offered Upavitam with Akshita. So now he's going to do the names of Vishwaksena. Om Sumsarabhir Mahasrubhutram Tadashya Om Devasyatvada Vidaprasave Asinamarpadhyam Pushno Hastahadhyamadade
जय श्रीमन्नारायण प्रिय भगवद बंधुलरा మన అభయాంజనేయ స్వామి రజతోత్సవాల్లో భాగంగా ప్రవచన కార్యక్రమాలు.
Okay, so then he finished and he just did the valediction of Vishwaksena. Okay, so if we go back to the procedure and we look. Okay, so we have after the archanam, and there are slightly different names that he was using. After the namachanam, then we have dupam samarpayami. If you want to be more fancy, you say dupam agrapayami. Deepam samarpayami, or if you want to be more fancy, you say deepam darshayami. Right? Then he was offering fruit. Right? He was offering some fruit and some tambula, which means pan. But first of all, the fruit. Right? In this prayoga, Rama Ramanujacharya has put kadali pala. Kadali palam means a banana, right? Kadali means a banana, okay, in Sanskrit. So kadali palam means I'm offering you a banana, like that. Now, if you have two bananas, you have to say kadali pale. Strictly speaking, you don't say kadali palam, right? If you have more than two bananas, you have to say kadali palani, right? Which is the plural, okay? Nivedayami means I offer to you. You can say samarpayami also. Remember, you can say samarpayami, or you can be more fancy and say these other names. Agrapayami, I get you to smell. Darshyami, I show you with the lamp. And navedyami, I feed you. Then we have tambulam. Pugipala tambulam, we can say. Many people say pugipala tambulam. Pugipala is the type of pugipala tambulam. The betel nut is a fruit. It's called a fruit. It's called a pugipala. Pala means fruit. Pugipala means betel nut. Okay? So pugipala tambulam, or just tambulam, samarpayami. Pugipala tambulam means some betel leaf, and the nuts on top. Okay. Then kapura nirajanam. At the end, he offered an oil lamp, but we can offer a camphor lamp, right? Or we can offer an oil lamp or a ghee lamp. Nirajanam means to offer the lamp. Darshayami, like we have the deepam up here. Deepam is an oil lamp or a ghee lamp. Darshayami, I show you with this lamp. At the end, normally we do a camphor lamp, right? But we can also use this same lamp, right? Sometimes in the Tengalai Sri Vaishnava tradition, when we do this deepam darshayami, we say pratyaksha deepam darshayami, and we just have a stand lamp. There's a stand lamp that we have there at the side of the puja, which we use to light the incense with. And it's just standing there next to the deity. And we just say, look, pratyaksha deepam. We just show the deity, here's a lamp. Pratyaksha deepam darshayami or pratyaksha deepam samarpayami at this point. But later on, we're going to actually offer an arti with a lamp, right? We can offer an arti with a lamp here too. But here at the end, normally we use a kapura or camphor lamp. Okay, so you get some camphor, you light it from the standing lamp, and you offer it in arti fashion at least 3 times, like that. To nirajanam means that type of thing. We can say samarpayami, or we can say darshyami again. Afterwards, in this prayoga, we're finished, so we say the Vishwaksena Gayatri, right, which is here, and then we have some namaskara prayers to say divyakaram saro jaksham shankachakra garadaram sarva vigna vinashaya vishwaksenam upasmahe. Om yasya juravakradya parisadya parasaram vignam linkanti saratam vishwaksenam tamashraya or vishwaksenam namamyaham. And that is the end of Vishwaksena Puja, except that we heard him say, Shemaya Punaragamanaya Cha. Please, that there's a system of valediction or sending the deity away or saying, now you can go. And at that time, he took the kurcha, the Vishwaksena, after he did the valediction of Vishwaksena, he took that kurcha, and he's probably going to use that kurcha in the Punyavachanam vessel when he does Punyavachanam, which is the next preliminary puja. Okay, so that's pretty much all we have for Vishwaksena Puja. I am going to now play the audios in order of Vishwaksena Puja that we have. and you just listen, and then we'll have questions. Okay?
Om Asmadgurubhyo Namaha Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalasphadikakrutim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe. Om Tatsat Govinda 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 Bhagavat Ajnaya Bhagavat Kainkarya Rupena Asmin Subhakarmani Nirvignena Parisamapti Ardham Adau Vishwaksena Pujam Karishye. Vishwaksenam Sakala Vibudha Prauda Sainyadhinadham Mudra Chakra Karakamala Yuge Shankadandau Dadhanam Meghasyamam Sumani Makutam Pitavastram Subhangam Dhyayed Devam Vijayakamam Sutravatyai Sametam. Om Bhoh Vishwaksenam Avahayami. Om Bhuvaha Vishwaksenam Avahayami. Om Suvaha Vishwaksenam Avahayami. Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha Vishwaksenam Avahayami. Asanam Samarpayami. Arghyam Samarpayami. Padyam Samarpayami. Achamaniyam Samarpayami. Snanam Samarpayami. Vastram Samarpayami. Upavitam Samarpayami. Alankarardham Pushpam Samarpayami. Gandham Samarpayami. Pushpaih Pujayami. Om Sri Vishwaksenaya Namaha. Om Chaturbahave Namaha. Om Shankha Chakra Gada Dharaya Namaha. Om Srimate Namaha. Om Sri Sutravati Nathaya Namaha. Om Gaja Asva Mukha Sevitaya Namaha. Om Prasanna Vadanaya Namaha. Om Shantaya Namaha. Om Prabhakara Samaprabhaya Namaha. Om Vetrapanaye Namaha. Om Hrishikesaya Namaha. Om Viswaraksha Parayanaya Namaha. Om Bhaktantaraya Vidhvamsine Namaha. Om Aryaya Namaha. Om Amatyaya Namaha. Om Krupanidhaye Namaha. Om Sakala Vibudha Praudha Sainyadhi Nathaya Namaha. Om Mudradharaya Namaha. Om Dandadharaya Namaha. Om Meghasyamaya Namaha. Om Sumani Makutaya Namaha. Om Pitavastraya Namaha. Om Shubhangaya Namaha. Om Devaya Namaha. Om Dalitadhanujaya Namaha. Om Tarjani Hastaya Namaha. Om Vignanashakaya Namaha. Om Saparivaraya Sutravatya Sametaya Srimate Vishwaksenaya Namaha. Om Dhupam Aghrabayami. Deepam Darshayami. Kadalifalam Nivedayami. Tambulam Samarpayami. Karpura Nirajanam Darshayami. Om Vishwaksenaya Vidmahe Vetrahastaya Dhimahi Tanno Shanti Prachodayat. Otherwise, तन्नो सेनानिः प्रचोदयात् दिव्याकारं सरोजाक्षं शङ्खचक्रगदाधरं सर्वविघ्नविनाशाय विश्वक्सेनम् उपास्महे यस्यद्विरदवक्त्राद्याः पारिषद्या परश्यतं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये.
I can provide the videos for you, I can provide the audios for you, and I can provide the PDF for you. So you're able to learn Vishwaksena Puja in exactly this way, and you can adapt it to your own, to the way you want to adapt it in the ways that we discussed.
Oh, that's wonderful. Do you by any chance have another recording of Vishwaksena Puja, possibly one a little bit simpler? Or it's just that one is so, like, there's so much going on too. It's just so intense.
You talked about a video. You're talking about a video because the audio is very simple.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The audio is quite
I mean another video, yeah, because there's just so much going on. It's very difficult to see exactly what's happening. I mean, it's just a lot.
You know, most people are not sitting down and letting me do and doing a demo of Vishwaksena Puja for me. Mostly, I'm taking it off the fly. That is a very small section of many hours of recording at an installation ceremony in Hyderabad a few years ago. Now, I'm sure if I look through all my tapes and all my videos, I'll find many, many, many Vishwaksena Pujas. Okay, so yeah, there's many other Vishwaksena Pujas. It's possible I could. That's a nice one, so that's why it seemed quite clear and quite easy to watch, and quite complete from the point of view of the worship in temples. It's a little bit more complex than what you normally would do at a normal ceremony. My Pancharatra Guru, Vaisnava Bhatta, who was doing it in a very simplified way, like I said, even the Dhyana sloka was much shorter. So we can work out a prayoga. Each one of you with the prayoga of Rama Ramanujacharya and the tapes and this, you can make your own simplified Vishwaksena Puja if you want to make it more simple, like that. As far as a video of a more simple Vishwaksena Puja, you have to remember these guys are professionals, and many times they'll do it more complicated than you would probably do it. Okay, so I don't know if I have a much simpler one than that. You know, maybe I can find a simpler one. I don't know. I'll look video, and you can watch the video again to get all the hints, all the little tricks and tips, and a lot of those things are for any puja. So we can take them and use it for any puja. Okay.
It was really nice how you broke down that puja. Actually, though, I'm gonna watch this again several times, and I think I'll be able to get a lot more out of it. I actually had seen that video before, and I had no idea what had just happened. I watched it before, and I was just like completely confused. So it was really nice how you were just taking it little by little.
That's why you have to. I mean, I can even. Possibly I could go and I could write it out as a prayoga, exactly what he's doing. But, you know, it would take me time. And, you know, it's only just Vishwaksena Puja. Remember, probably there would be no point in me writing out that procedure that he did, because it's probably more complicated than what you're going to do, you know. So that's why Rama Ramanujacharya's prayoga is probably better to follow. And that's probably about as, I can make one even simpler than Rama Ramanujacharya's. What I do is much simpler than what he does. And that's because that's the way I learned it from Vaisnava Bhattacharya. As I said, he was a professor of Pancharatra at the Maharaja Sanskrit College, but when he was doing his own ceremonies, right, he would treat the preliminaries as preliminaries and make them shorter. He would do full complex things for the primary puja, but the preliminaries like Vishwaksena Puja, Punyavachanam were done in a much shortened form because they're just preliminaries. But sometimes you have other people like Sampat Kumar Bhattacharya, very much a showman, and if he can stretch it out somehow and make it more complicated, or even Raman Bhatta very much, although Raman Bhatta teaches also Pancharatra Agama, he's also very much a showman, right? And part of doing rituals and things like that is also showing how nicely you can do it with so many different embellishments. So people like that. If you want to earn the big bucks as a Purohit, you have to make it, you can't make it simple. You have to do it in a very audacious way, right? Like Brahma Muhurti makes everything everything looks so nice, and so people are like, oh, they appreciate, everybody appreciates that. Okay, so any other comments, any other questions?